The 2-year-old who died of blunt force trauma to the abdomen. Prosecutors are going to charge Kelsey's mother with neglect and allowing child abuse. Good afternoon. I'm Ed Murray.
And I'm Angela Buckaloo. Good afternoon to you. News 9 has been following the Briggs case since the little Meeker girl died. Our Britton Follett has just spoken with the DA there to get some reaction. Britton?
Raye could spend up to life in prison. The DA says she did not protect her 2-year-old Kelsey from child abuse. Tomorrow morning, the DA will file 2 charges, 1 count of enabling child abuse and 1 count of child neglect. The DA says Raye should have known and could have done something to protect Kelsey during those 10 months of documented abuse. At this point, we don't know whether Raye will testify against Kelsey's stepfather, Mike Porter, in the upcoming murder trial.
Either she knew that he was abusing her, or she should have known that he was abusing her. And the law makes no distinction between whether you knew or should have known. If she truly didn't know, she missed a lot of red flags, and she should have known it was happening, and she should have known it was Michael Porter doing it.
Again, the district attorney will file those charges first thing in the morning. Raye will not be arrested. She will be able to turn herself in before her 11 o'clock
More than 4
arraignment.
months after the murder of a local toddler, that child's mother is now about to be charged.
2-year-old Kelsey Smith-Briggs of Meeker died October 11th with blunt force trauma to the abdomen. Her stepfather, Michael Porter, was arrested and charged with murder. Now Kelsey's mother, Raye Porter, will be facing felony charges in connection with her daughter's death. Eyewitness News 5's Terry Watkins was in Shawnee as the district attorney made the announcement today. Terry is now live in Meeker with new developments in this big story. Terry, exactly what will Raye be charged with?
Well, Jessica, we expect her to be charged tomorrow morning with 2 counts. One of them child neglect, the other one enabling child abuse. Both carry a possible life sentence.
As parents, we have a legal and moral obligation to protect our children. When we fail to do that, society demands that we be held accountable. In light of that, I'm filing tomorrow morning 2 felony counts against Raye Porter in the case of Kelsey Briggs.
The last time we saw Raye Porter was a courtroom. That was a fight over Kelsey Briggs' estate. Now she is ordered to surrender to face charges.
The allegations are that Raye Porter either knew or should have known that the abuse was happening to Kelsey Briggs and that she failed or to prevent it from happening.
Weeks ago, Smotherman asked anyone who knew about Kelsey's abuse to come forward with details.
Several witnesses have given us some evidence that shows that she potentially drove while intoxicated or under the influence of alcohol while Kelsey was in the car during a period of 2003-2004.
For Kelsey's grandmother,
I don't think that it would be fair to Kelsey, and it's not justice for Kelsey if she doesn't have to spend any jail time. I hope the judge takes that in consideration, that she had the chance to protect Kelsey. Kelsey could still be alive if she had done her job as a parent, and she did not do it. And yes, I do hope she spends time in jail.
Now, Raye Porter is expected to be in a Lincoln County courtroom tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock to be arraigned on the charges. She is expected to plead not guilty. Reporting live.
Tomorrow morning, the district attorney says Raye Porter will not be arrested, but will have to turn herself in to the Lincoln County Jail. The DA says he will file 1 count of enabling child abuse and 1 count of child neglect against Kelsey's mom. The bruises caught on camera, the DA says, were ignored by a mother.
Raye has been given 2 opportunities to love and protect her child. God gave her the first one, Judge Key gave her the second one, and she failed at both of them.
Either she knew that he was abusing her, or she should have known that he was abusing her. And the law makes no distinction between whether you knew or should have known. If she truly didn't know, she missed a lot of red flags, and she should have known it was happening, and she should have known it was Michael Porter doing it.
The district attorney says Raye did not take good care of Kelsey.
She potentially drove while intoxicated or under the influence of alcohol while Kelsey was in the car.
DA says bond will be set in the morning, and Raye Porter could spend anywhere from the rest of her life in prison to no time at all. Based on these charges, do you expect Raye will spend any jail time?
That will be up for either a judge or a jury to decide.
I don't think that it would be fair to Kelsey, and it's not justice for Kelsey if she doesn't have to spend any jail time.
Coming up tonight at 10, Kelsey's biological father, Lance, tells us why today's announcement is one he's been waiting
a big
for.
development tonight in the death of 2-year-old Kelsey Smith-Briggs. Britton Follett tells us tomorrow morning Kelsey's mom, Raye Dawn Porter, will be charged with enabling child abuse and child neglect.
Where's your eyes? Where's your nose? Where's your mouth?
This same camera that captured Kelsey's first words also saw the bruises. Kelsey's mom said she did not.
She had bruises all over her legs, inside, outside, all over her back, her bottom. It looks like somebody just picked up a brush and just beat her with it.
You said you didn't see any of the bruises on Kelsey. We have pictures of those bruises. Raye Dawn?
Raye Dawn will be back in the Lincoln County Courthouse, this time facing felony charges, because the DA says she did not protect Kelsey.
If she truly didn't know, she missed a lot of red flags, and she should have known it was happening, and she should have known it was Michael Porter doing it.
Red flags meaning 10 months of documented abuse.
And it just disgusts me that they have their freedom, that they aren't in jail.
Raye Dawn has been given 2 opportunities to love and protect her child. God gave her the first one, Judge Key gave her the second one, and she failed at both of them.
At this point, the DA says he doesn't know whether Raye Dawn will testify against Porter in the upcoming murder trial. Do you have enough against Porter without her?
Yes.
Evidence that will speak for a little girl who could not. Britton Follett.
Raye Dawn Porter pled not guilty to the charges that were filed against her. That was 1 count of enabling child abuse and 1 count of child neglect. She turned herself in here to the Lincoln County Jail just after 9 o'clock this morning. She stayed in the Lincoln County Jail until just before her hearing, which was scheduled for 11 o'clock. Family members actually blocked her, so we couldn't get a good shot of her walking from the jail to the courtroom. Once we were in the courtroom, the judge addressed some issues, saying that there were tension actually in the courtroom, and he just asked that everyone remain calm. Her bond was set at $20,000. We do believe her bond was posted, and she will be released later this afternoon. We'll have more on this story coming up later on News 9.
Lincoln County Jail took a mugshot of Raye Dawn Smith this morning. The DA accuses her of enabling child abuse and of neglect of her daughter, Kelsey Briggs. Kelsey's stepfather is charged with her murder. Eyewitness News 5's Kimberly Lohman reports on the tension surrounding this case in this developing story.
Raye Dawn Smith showed up early this morning at the Lincoln County Jail. She went inside, got fingerprints taken, got her mugshot taken. Then she had to walk about 25 yards to the other side, which is where the courthouse is. She showed no emotion to us at all, although her family supplied plenty. Raye Dawn, do you have anything to say? Raye Dawn Smith had nothing to say as she faced her first court appearance in connection with her daughter's death. Raye Dawn, are you innocent? Flanked by more than a dozen family members who jostled those in their way. They threw blame on Kelsey Briggs' maternal grandmother. What is this tension all about? Is it for love of a child or is it for blame?
You know, we just want the answers. We want to know what happened to Kelsey. We want to know who failed her and what went wrong. They want to blame me.
Inside the courthouse, there was pushing of reporters and photographers. The women glared, the men went nose to nose. They called in a deputy to keep the peace.
We knew that, we'd probably get some looks, but we never expected them to get in our face and say stuff. But, now we know that the deputies will need to be called every time we're together.
Raye Dawn's family refused to talk to TV media about any of it, but her attorney did.
I don't think it's a secret that there's a lot of animosity between these two families, and that goes back long before these situations ever occurred.
But could that tension interfere with this case?
I hope not.
This small parking lot in between the jail and the courthouse is where everyone gathered today. Raye Dawn Smith's attorney says he may consider asking for a change of venue if the tensions and the publicity get out of hand. Reporting in Lincoln County, I'm Kimberly Lohman, Eyewitness News 5.
And in spite of the emotion, the arraignment was procedural. The judge set Smith's bond at $25,000 and scheduled the next court appearance on April 14th.